one day, King Saul, there he is. He was going around with 3,000 of his soldiers. And he was looking to kill David because he was jealous. Let's see your jealous face. It's the same face he makes when Mom makes broccoli. And she says, "Are you jealous of the broccoli?" No, okay, good. So King Saul came into this cave different people say it different ways. To lie down or to go to the bathroom. So he's in this cave. We will not have him act out that part. I think we all know how that works. Okay? But we will put him over here. Okay? Come over here. Now turn around. Very good. Now you don't have to hold your card if you don't want to. Okay. So the funny thing was, in another part of the cave, David was already inside the cave somewhere. And he snuck up to King Saul. Now, some of his guys, I'm sure, were saying, "You should kill him. He's trying to kill you all the time. You should just kill him." And David's like, no, I'm not going to touch God's anointed. I don't want to do that. That would be horrible. This happened in the Bible, and it's in 1 Samuel. So, David comes over and pretend like you just cut off some of his cloak. Here's a picture of that. Shing! He cut off some of the bottom of his robe or his cloak, and he took it, and then he went back into his part of the cave to wash his hands. Okay, so, because this was like the bathroom cave apparently, and you definitely want to wash your hands. Use that pump stuff in the instant sanitizer. So, King Saul gets all done, and he walks out of the cave. Okay, he walks out of the cave, and then all of a sudden, as he's getting to his men, David comes running out. Whoa, not that close to Saul. That's, come on back, let's try that again. Okay. That was a little too close, wasn't it? Why don't you come over here? Come right here, that was kind of scary, I'll get in his way. Okay, so then David comes running out, and he stops immediately right by the mouth of the cave. Stops immediately. He listens really well. He stopped immediately at the mouth of the cave, and he held up the piece of robe. Good job. That was his arm with the piece of robe in it. He held it up and he said, "I did not kill you. I spared your life. I sound like Yogi Bear." King Saul was very ashamed of himself. Look ashamed. So he's jealous and his ashamed. Subtle, very subtle. Okay, so King Saul let him go. He let him go. Yay! He felt ashamed for trying to kill David. However, you want to go back in there for just a moment? Okay. King Saul only was ashamed for a short time. Unfortunately, he still didn't like David because he could still hear in the background, "King Saul has killed his thousands, but David killed 10,000. He's cooler than King Saul. He's cooler than King Saul." At least that's how he was hearing it. Oh yeah, those are the lyrics right there. Okay. So, King Saul goes out another time and decides, I'm still going to kill him. But he gets tired. And he lays down on the ground. And he's going to sleep. Now, he had some things around him. There were people camped all over around him. He had 3,000 men. He had his pitcher of water by his head, kind of like his nightstand. You guys have a little glass of water by your nightstand? In the night, some of you, yeah. In the night, you get a little thirsty, like, oh, I guess I'll drink the water, pour some on my bed. No, it's so great, it's in my hair now. Oh. So that's what King Saul, you don't have to eat the carpet. It's okay. Okay, turn your head. Good. Okay. So, there's a pitcher of water right by his head, but then there's also a spear in case he needs to get up and get somebody, right? Everybody is sleeping. You can hear them. Abishai. But they're not asleep. But they're not tired. But they're looking kind of this way so everyone can see them. And they come in, and Abishai, here, I'll take this, and I'll take this. Oh, you don't need it. I'll take this. Good. Abishai has a huge spear in his hand. Let's see your spear. Okay, there it is. It doesn't feel huge, but that's okay. Here, okay. You just stabbed me with it. It's very sharp and pokey. So what? Oh, great. Now I don't have notes. Okay. I'm going to need the last page. So, David and Abishai, they sneak up around the king. Come on. Now, the narrator was not there with them at the time. This was just them. And they sneak up and watch it. His eyes are open, but I think he's one of those that snores with his eyes open. Those people sleep scary. Okay. So Abishai said, King, a little premature. Captain David, let me kill him.
Captain David, let me kill him.
And Captain David said, no, no, no.
No, no, no.
And Abishai said, yes, but I will huff and I will puff and I will blow this man down. No, he didn't. So he's like lifting up his spear. He really wants to do it. And David says, no.
No.
So Abishai doesn't. Okay. He stabbed the narrator's foot instead. Okay. So instead, David says, let's grab the water. Okay, he didn't say it. He just did it. David just grabbed the water. Abishai grabbed the other spear. So hang on to your spear. Grab the other spear. Good job. Very good. And then they started to walk out this way. And they got out just outside the camp. And then they turned around. And they said, Neener, neener, Billy, go.
Neener, neener, Billy, go.
Do you think they really said that?
No.
I don't think they did either. Do you think they did this?
Oh, he's dead. Paul's dead.
No? What they did was they got the attention of everybody in the camp. Hello! Even King Saul. And King Saul woke up.
Hello, King Saul. I saw King Saul turn the Paul.
Surrounded by his 3,000 warriors. And everybody's like, oh.
Yawning.
And David lets King Saul know once again that he let him live. Yes, that he let you live. And so this, if you look at this picture here, you have the spear and the jug of water right by King Saul's head. So it was another time where David showed faithfulness to the position, not just to the man. Now, he loved the man. You're like a father to me because I married your daughter. But you want to kill me, but you're the king, and God put you in that place. So David showed his faithfulness to the position of the king and to his father-in-law, even though that man wanted to kill David. Now, this is something that's kind of cool. Thank you very much. What Saul felt in that moment, would you guys just kneel for just a second? Awesome. What Saul felt in that moment was shame. Let's hear shame again. Just a chin move. That's all you get.
It's like a sad.
I want you to think about a time where you did something and you realized that it was wrong. Okay? I want you to think about that, where on the inside you're really like, I messed up. I am so sorry. And I've had to do that with my boys. I've had to go to them and say, I'm sorry. Will you please forgive me? So this is what King Saul said. May you be blessed.
May you be blessed.
My son David.
My son David.
You shall both.
You shall both.
Do great things.
Do great things.
And also.
And also.
Still.
Die.
Sorry. Sorry. And still.
Die. And still.
Prevail.
Prevail.
And you can find that in 1 Samuel 26:25.
Thank you.
So he blessed David. So I want you guys to think about that as we continue through the morning. What is faithfulness? What we got to see was a moment, another moment. David could have taken the life of someone who had called him his enemy. But instead, he was faithful. But what else did he show from the fruit of the Spirit? Did he show kindness? Yes. Did he show, do you think by cutting the cloak and just taking these things by the head of Saul, that he showed self-control?
Yes.
Yeah. What else did he show?
Patience.
Patience. Yes. So you can see how we talk about the fruit, not the fruits of the Holy Spirit. But it's the fruit. It's all of the segments of that fruit. It's kind of like, I was talking with my sons, that when there's a piece of your fruit that starts to get damaged, you think about a bruise that starts on the banana while it's ripening, and that'll just kind of almost liquefy the whole banana if you let it go, right? Or if you let the oranges go a little long and there's that little green that starts, and then the green spreads all over it. So there's some of the fruit of the Holy Spirit that if you do not show patience, if you do not show self-control, he could say, oh, God, I love you, but I killed Saul. So sorry about that. Would he be showing the fruit of the Holy Spirit? No. So that's what I just wanted to talk about today. Thank you guys so much. We're going to be going into our choir rehearsal now. So give yourselves a big hand. You guys were awesome.